Okay, this is how to repair worn out and old speakers. Okay, pretty bare basic. You're going to need your masking tape, the old vanilla type, caulking gun. This caulking here I use is Alex Plus. It's made by DAP. I use the clear model because it goes on white and then shows up clear. So that tells you when it's dry and it's done. It's got a 40-year warranty. It does go on a little wet, so you have to be careful on the paper cones to not rip them. This is to remove some cars that come with the insulation over the speaker. You're going to have to remove that. Be careful not to cut the cone. You'll need tools, of course, Phillips head, flat head, depends on the situation. I'm going to show you the speaker I've already repaired. Okay, here's the speaker here, and it's already got the RTV all over it. You basically just hand paint it on with your finger after you squeeze the bottle of caulk on there, and then you just hand paint it on. You want to make sure that you on the edges here, edges right here, you want to put it extra thick because that's where most of your tearing and ripping happens. As you can see here, this is a patch. This is where the cone completely ripped and there was nothing there. All the paper was down here on the bottom of the cone. So basically you have to patch it with the tape here. If you can see it, the camera's kind of fading out here. The tape here. Okay, the masking tape. Make sure you use this type here. It's the best I've found to use, and using this method with the silicone, it's just like turning it into a polypropylene speaker. And just so you can hear, before it used to go crackle, crunch, crackle. I'm gonna turn it on real quick here. Turn on tune, which actually comes from a tune I made. So this should come on in just a second here. And as you can see, the speaker's no longer crackling. And just excellent sound again. So just like a brand new speaker. You have to be careful of this center portion here, not to poke it through. Just gently put the silicone on there. And also to test the speaker before you even go into it to redo it, just make sure it flexes. Make sure it flexes. If it doesn't flex, you know, before you even start this procedure, then it's probably gone. But most of these speakers, they flex, they move back and forth. Once you put the polypropylene PVC on there, or the RTV, I'm sorry, the RTV on there, yeah, that it gets a little stiffer, and it's definitely, you can crank it up, because as you can see here, so that's what I wanted to share with you. It worked my front speaker also. My front speaker was shot. Wouldn't work worth the dog biscuit. Now it sounds good. It's an old trick I learned way back in the 70s using RTV for gaskets on cars, the black RTV, but now I've moved up to this stuff here, the Alex Plus DAP RTV. I think it's the best. So to do this type of process, make sure when you're cutting off that screen, be careful so you don't cut the cone, and remember to patch the cone if you need to. And this also works for home speakers too. If you have like an old home speaker that's a paper cone, yeah, they tear too, but sometimes the magnet's not bad. It's just the cone just needs a little repair. So enjoy. Thank you. Good luck, and it works for me.